Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
Foreign Minister Popovski meets Cypriot counterpart. It is important to maintain the dynamism established by the European Union accession rules. We highlighted the reform achievements and the fact that the European Commission has given us the fourth recommendation to begin negotiations, the strongest one so far. Foreign Minister Nikola Popovski said following the meeting with the Cypriot counterpart Erato Kozakou Markoulis, who visited Skopje representing the Cyprus presidency of the Council of the European Union. I am visiting all candidate countries and I would certainly not miss the opportunity to come here as well, Kozakou Markoulis pointed out. The Foreign Ministry said in a press release Popovski used the meeting to reiterate Macedonia's full readiness to enter the next stage of the accession process in accordance with the EC stance that the start of negotiations is essential both for further consolidation of the reform process and strengthening of interethnic cohesion, as well as for maintaining of the Union's credibility and its enlargement policy towards the Balkans. Kozakou Markoulis, on her part, reaffirmed the Cypriot presidency's pledge for injecting dynamism into the enlargement process and progress of candidate countries towards EU membership on the basis of meeting the established criteria. She also highlighted the importance of good neighborly relations as one of the founding values of European integration. Bosnia and Herzegovina to launch new investigation into President Rajkovski's plane crash. Omer Kulic of the Bosnian Commission for Investigation of Aviation Accidents will be in charge of the new investigation into the 2004 plane crash that killed President Boris Rajkovski. He stated that the setting up of the commission is underway, adding it would include Macedonian experts as well. The Macedonian government confirmed that the decision of the Bosnian authorities to launch a new investigation arrived in Skopje last week. According to Kulic, the new investigation will focus on the functionality of the navigation instruments such as the airport's VOR and the government's GPS system, but it will also concentrate on the work of the SFOR on flight control. The first investigation was closed as an accident caused by a pilot's mistake. Afterwards, the government set up a commission that, after 4 years of work, revealed new details and analysis of the crash. According to the Bosnian authorities, those details and analysis shed new light on the events and are the basis of their decision to launch the new investigation. Foreign Minister Stavrovski on Indian project Saharan Macedonia in Ohrid. The Saharan Macedonia project along the Lake Ohrid coast, implemented by the Sahara Group, will open thousands of jobs, prolong the tourist season throughout the year, attract tens of thousands of tourists. It will bring profit to shops as well as to all other services, contributing to the GDPs and bringing foreign exchange inflow to the local population. This was highlighted by Vice PM and Finance Minister Zoran Stavrovski at the parliamentary session on financing and budget. In addition, Stavrovski pointed out that the project's signatory, namely the UK-based engineering and design consulting services company Atkins, vouches for the protection of environmental aspects of the Ohrid Lake at its highest level. Moreover, the Fine Minister reiterated that the changes the government has adopted in recent years have contributed for Macedonia to achieve higher position in the Doing Business report. Albanian celebrations spark accusation between SDSM and VMRO DPMNE. According to SDSM, Sunday's central celebration of the 100th anniversary of Albania's flag and independence is the culmination of the irresponsible, wrong and highly offensive behavior of the ruling coalition partners. This celebration was preceded by provocations such as erecting monuments, flagpoles and hoisting big Albanian flags, whereas a national flag as a symbol of the sovereignty was nowhere to be found. That is a humiliation of Macedonia's dignity, SDSM's Secretary Andrei Petrov pointed out. According to him, Macedonia's sovereignty and national dignity were further humiliated because Kosovo's Prime Minister Hashim Thaçi and his Albanian counterpart Sali Berisha celebrated the anniversary in the Boris Trajkovski Sports Hall, while President Georgi Ivanov stayed in his Vodno villa and Prime Minister Gruevski embarked on an unannounced visit to the United States. VMRO-DPMNE responded to Petrov's accusations by saying SDSM should finally learn to stop leveling accusation against PM Gruevski's party at any cost and discuss the harmful laws adopted during SDSM's rule. Doctors stage protest in front of Health Ministry. As of Monday, patients in Macedonia are redirected from clinical centers to the emergency center of the Clinic of Toxicology. However, emergency cases are still attended to. This new situation doesn't please patients, and they urge doctors and clinics to stop using them for settling scores. From within the independent trade union of Skopje clinics, they urge the patients to have understanding. They say that their anger should be directed towards the Ministry of Health, since the health minister turned a blind eye to their demands. Approximately 90% of the doctors are here. Is there a need of 10,000 people so that the minister can see us? Said Dr. Dejan Stavric, head of the Independent Trade Union of Clinical Center Skopje. Doctors from several hospitals support clinical center doctors. Third half starts Oscar race. Film director Darko Mitrevski held a press conference on Monday announcing that the third half film will be featured on 2nd of December in Chicago and on 16th of December in New York at the Lincoln Center. According to Mitrevski, this will be a test of how the American audience perceives this film. He noted that while disusing the film in the USA, the audience wanted to know about the true stories and historic details in this film. The authentic character of Neta Cohen, who has survived the Holocaust, as well as Football Club Macedonia and the tragedy of Macedonian Jews. The US Film Academy is set to present a list of 9 films in competition of 71 from non-English speaking regions on the 3rd of January. Eventually, with a new vote, the final list will be presented with 5 nominations for Oscar in this category.
Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.